as a colleague, but also as a curator.
Yeah.
And there is something that he puts on the table. He works in a very, very unrestricted way, not so refined, not so confined rather, and not so stringent in a way with no conventional art. And if you sort of saw his previous works 5 or 6 years ago, they give you the childhood playful memories that evolve into refined conversations and narratives, but in a very, very, even when you look at the colors, they come from what you look at as childish colors, primary colors, but he refines them consistently to send that message in a way that is kind of creatively tweaked in a different way. If you for example, you're talking about the stick sort of approaches, you've not seen the fruits and the flowers. If you've seen conversations or compositions where you have this interplay of florals and humans, you would appreciate the memories of our childhood games and the way kids approach canvases, if you give them canvases to paint their dreams and so on. And this is what Kintu gives you in an elaborated sort of way, but also gives it to you in a very, very mature way. And if you work with kids, he'll sort of siphon their sort of visions onto canvas. He's really, really good and amazing with working with kids. But at the end of the day, the piece that comes out supersedes the delivery that you would look at as being childish in a way. It's quite mature and quite elaborate, but at the same time, to collectors that look at his work in a particular angle, look at it as typical African conversations. That's what I wanted to sort of add to that, and it's been an evolution, and I wish we had that conversation of how this journey starts, and some of, if you look at some of the exhibitions that is participated in terms of charity exhibitions, like the Champions Child Care Ministries, look at the Viva Conagua. He's this artist who has this heart that wants to give, but also wants to connect with communities through his art. And the best way is to simplify art as much as possible, so that any person that looks at this piece gets some sort of conversation or message in their own way. For me, I feel like it's that part of his life, that perhaps of his practice and life, that perhaps we haven't discussed, because he has done a lot of charity sort of exhibitions, but also he's participated in a lot of charity spaces, teaching kids and all that, but also he's given back quite a lot. And if we are looking at such an artist, for me, I would suggest we look at him through the lenses of artists who really contribute to the community, but through work without using money, and in terms of conversations. Thank you.